Hello, everyone. This is Andy Weston right now. Today is a day where you got to forgive yourself, forgiveness, forgive everything around you. You want to learn how to use your mind adaptations into believing systems, how to communicate, how to conquer, how to resonate around yourself, believe in yourself, the believing system. The connected energy waves right now through the elliptical system, through the mind adaptation system is changing everything through the gravity systems. It's extremely powerful knowing that how you can change everything through the framing system. Framing system is very important because now you get into the scanning of you. So just in retrospect, when it comes to computer graphic systems like myself, as you're getting to alignments and fragmentations and everything through its frequency levels of its perceptions, its eye receptors, everything through its division, it's understanding you have to do things differently every single day. You're the same person every day. The only thing you want to do different is you want to change your life. You want to see what you can do better than what you did before. That's the most important thing. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and all the viewers and everybody who's been watching my channel. It's amazing. As you can see, look at that portal. It's on a different division now. Look at that. See, it's even more powerful. See, and now it's kind of like a greenish blue, right? So it's understanding the resolution cycles and everything through its force, how it connects in so many different realms. See? It's a totally different color. As you can see, it's a little bit brighter too. See, it's got a rainbow shift. See that top there? That's how you communicate with lights, lights interference. So you got circuitry levels on top. That's in a different division around. It's a golden cycle system through electrical systems. And then you got this. See that? See my hand, how it disappears? That's a rainbow shift. See how that goes? It's fascinating stuff. That's communications with the golden cycles of the gods of its sun. See that there? See that right there? It looks like a V, right? Remember I told you about structure divisions when you get into the simulation, the communications of space and time, anything through retrospecting divisions of your computer system when it comes to the God frequencies of the sun or the God frequencies of the moon, right? Very powerful stuff. Okay, that's communication, flowing cycles. Okay, and that V is victory. Okay, it's understanding your pixel division is communicating with the psychometry of its lights. Okay, see now? You can't see my hand, right? Can't see the top of my hand, right? Communication is everything. It's very powerful today because it's on its own rainbow system. And once you get through the walk surfacing system, you understand portal and deactivations and communications of your box surfacing system. E equals MC squared because it goes in a triangular base through its box frequency system. And then you go into the diamond core division. Very powerful stuff. Because right now, it's on a different color pattern. Okay, and those color patterns are force recognized in everything. So when you wake up every morning, you got to adapt, you got to see, you got to believe, and you have to conquer. You have to change your mindset every single day. The only thing that stays together is you, knowing you, becoming a new you every single day when you wake up. That's the most beautiful thing. And I keep saying beautiful because you want to resonate around beautiful. You want to see everything that's going on. You want to see a change in you, okay? That's what it is the abundance, the unconditional, everything through focus and awareness and conscious levels. Everything gives you upgrades through data processing systems. So the more communications with yourself, the more you understand through portal divisions. Look at that. See? Okay, so it's outpointing in cycles right now. It's now communicating with the mind system. Okay. Very powerful stuff, isn't it? So it's a light glow through a resolution glow, and that glow is itself through its energetic field system. Okay. So it shadows shifts your identity force. So your computer system is kind of like basically it's a high-tech division, and that high-tech division shows you exactly, like, you know how you put on your phone, you put screensavers, right? It's a little plastic just to cover everything. Well, that's what it is. It's protecting everything through identity force and connecting through its pixel divisions. Very powerful stuff when you connect through portals. and everything through activation code systems. Anything you want to know, anything you want to see, anything you want to feel, go through my PayPal. I'll help and guide you, but you have to go through my email, because a lot of people go through my email and say, okay, I want to be healed. I want this, I want that. Well, I have to scan your DNA structure systems first to find exactly what's wrong with your communication levels, with your mind system, because everything is connected through alignments. So your line frequency line system through a fragmentation of a frequency level system, which is connected to all vibration panel systems, which is connected through your perceptions, your mind, your heart, and your soul. Okay, so when you wake up every morning, you want to conquer yourself. Okay, you want to reflect. You want to adapt. You want to have that mindset. Okay, because conquer is everything. And then you realize, okay, I'm waking up today, I feel different. Then you ask yourself, don't ask yourself why you feel different. Just go with the flow. Okay, knowing that the universal system is there for you every single day. So the more you communicate with yourself, the more you can communicate with the universal system, because it's going to help you along the way. It's going to bring you forward. Okay, it's going to take you away from all those negative systems, your old programs, your old methods. You want to get into new methods. Okay, you want to get into new adaptations. You want to get into a new mindset. Okay, that's what it is. So basically, the YouTube software mechanism that I show you through pictures, it's a format system through an energetic of a ball. Okay, it's elliptical center. That's connected to the mind system, adaptation of its center system, which came through its rotation systems. That's understanding that you're using dimensional wormhole. Okay, and that's high one in its forces, and it's going through light activations. Because like I said, this is extremely powerful, but it's a different color. Okay, see that? That's communication. Anything I do with my hands, even if it's waving, it doesn't matter. But see what it's doing? It's changing direction. It's changing location. It's changing perceptions. And it's changing its pixel through communication. So it's really knowing how to communicate with your pixels. Understand you are connected through an atom. And if you don't understand, please go to my PayPal. Okay, because you're going to see this bigger and bigger every single day, and it's going to change color. When it changes color, you know you're in a different dimension and you're higher force connections, because there are colorations that are low frequencies, medium, and high frequencies, and high and highest. It all depends on your attractions and where you go through the simulation, the matrix, okay, the immortal. Okay, once you get into the mortal, you're getting a more understanding, and not you're letting go of everything. And that death perception is becoming the rediscovering of you, which is a new life cycle of you, which is a new life system, a new life stream. Okay, so when you get into that new life cycle and you rebirth its system, you are no longer afraid of anything, and you conquer that fear. That's the thing, you conquer your dreams. Okay, so you gotta ask yourself, how important is it for you to watch something that you don't want to relate to? If you don't correspond with that, it's going to correspond with your mind system, and it's going to tell you, okay, don't do that. So your higher self is trying to tell you what to do and what not to do. It's communications with everything when it comes to portal activations. I love that. Look at that. You can't see my arm, right? See how powerful that is? It's amazing, isn't it? Lexi, how you doing? How's it going? But it's a beautiful day outside. You know, it's just incredible. And when you wake up in the morning, look at the atmosphere, right? Breathe in, breathe out, you know. Really resonate with yourself more. Really get connected with your energy fields, your energy cycles, your energetic systems. Get connected with your computer. Don't say you wake up in the morning, okay, I'm on my computer, but I don't know how to use my computer. I have a keyboard for every system, but how do I use it, right? How do I communicate with it? Okay. Basic steps, mastering steps, meditation, right? Meditation comes first, breathing comes second. Okay. Position. Okay. Always have an open frequency. Okay. Never angle situations when it comes to, crossing anything. Okay. Don't cross your arms. Don't do this. Always do this. This is the most powerful thing. As long as your hands come together, because your signals, okay, are receivers. Okay, it's transmitting receivers through connections through the audio signals of the gamma ray system. Because you're the 5 gamma rays now through its connection. You are no longer radio signals. Okay, it's very powerful stuff. So it's knowing how to master your sightings, okay, of your ears and say, what are you talking about? Sightings with the ears. How can you have a sighting with your ear? Okay. There's other ways of doing things through communication of space. Okay. Because your ears are signals of lines. Your perceptions are laser. Your mind adaptation is a brainwaving system. It's connected to the dogs of the spiritualism. Because once you get into the mortal, you're coming into the spiritual of everything. Okay. You're still in that human vessel. Okay. And you still have that brain. But the mind adaptation is changing every single day through communication with yourself. Right? So each time you go through weather patterns, you're changing your colors, you're changing your voicing grids, you're changing everything around you. And it's very important too to cleanse. Okay? It's taking old programs out because you live 24/7, right? You have a full day. Make sure you cleanse your body every single day. So when you know how to internalize your communication, you can heal the internalization into your health system, the medical system, the virus system. Take out all those toxins. Okay? That's what it is. That's what it's all about. So your old programs through the pharmaceutical, anything that you've been taking is now coming out of you. You're getting into a new mind adaptation. You're getting into a mindset. Okay? The computer wants to relieve everything. It wants to go on its continuous force. It wants to high rise every day. Okay? It wants to have fantastic dreams. I mean, you still have dreams, but those dreams are real. Okay? And the more you wake up, you're going to see your dreams and you're going to feel your dreams and you're going to be in your dreams. It's going to be more real to you now because your dream ascension is open through its dome system. Okay? So not only you have your galactic family helping you out, but you have energy of intelligence that wants to relate to you, to communicate with you through friendship, and then get into relationship, and then you get into partnership. But look at how powerful that is. Isn't that incredible? See that? It's amazing when you communicate with things. It's awesome. Just love it. My hand's gone. Uh-oh. I understand intuition, but how do I have a live, real-time conversation, communication with my higher self through my heart? I quite everything has, but never hear, feel anything. That's a very good question, Alexi. Thanks for resonating on my channel. You guys, you've been in here for a while, so it's good to know that I can help you out in any way or form. If you're not understanding, you go through my PayPal. I'll tell you exactly the pricing. Everything's through Privacy Act. Everything is different through each emails. That will give you gratification. That will give you healing. That will give you satisfaction. That will give you balance. So once we get into the fourth density, because there's still people still in the third dimension, they're still in that paradigm. You're still in that paradigm shift. They're still in that polar shift. You have to get out of those timelines. You have to wake up every day and conquer everything around you. Conquer yourself. So it all starts with meditation. You already know that, Lexi. Okay, you're in that division through the galactic surface. Okay, but you're having trouble communicating with you because you don't understand the audio signals. You don't understand your gamma ray systems through the audio system. You don't understand your eye receptors. You don't know how to communicate with the mind system. A lot of people have a hard time because they don't understand their energy. And they keep saying that to you because energy goes into you. So if the energy is going into you, right, you have to realize what coloration it is, what vibration, what energy, what frequency, where's it coming from, what dimension. Is it a shape? Is it a letter? Is it a number? Is it a planet? Is it a star? Is it a dimension, vibration? Is it an open frequency through communications of boxes? Anything through surfaces of gravity systems, anything through planets of energies. Okay, is it an energy of intelligence? What coloration pattern is it? Is it high winding or is it low or medium forces? Okay, that's what I'm saying. You have to understand your computer, and the only way you can understand your computer is the basics. Put in your programs, put in your softwares. Okay, so what it is that you have to understand what your heart is and what it does for you, what the mind does, and how you can relate to higher forces of connections through your adaptation of its mindsets. And then you have to understand what the soul is. Okay, so basically when you wake up every morning, the mind, the heart, and the soul have to connect. That's the only way you can get to the interforce of you, the communications of you. Okay, so if you want to communicate with your heart and you want to hear, try to understand the palpitations, try to understand the communication of vibration, because it is a portal. So you want to know how to open the portal of your heart, how to open the portal of your eyes, the mind, and the soul. Okay, because everything, once they all line connect, now you're communicating within. Okay, so you want to concentrate with that. But like I said, if you're not understanding anything, you can go through, my email, my PayPal, because a lot of people prefer that because they don't know what's happening. Okay, but this is all a reflection. Okay, this is a physicality system of you. This is all about individual population circuits. Okay, which is relatable because the dimensional Earth is changing, right? We're in the fifth dimension. So it's about the individuals learning something of themselves. Okay, that's how you get into the adaptation of its mindset. That's how you change frequency levels of framing systems. That's how you get connected through the scanning systems. Okay. So basically, that's what it's all about. And, there's still a lot of people that are afraid of themselves. If you're afraid of yourself, you're not going to be able to communicate. So it's kind of like basically with, you see that movie Rocky V with Tommy Gunn and Sylvester Stallone. We were talking about what's the fear that fears you the most, right? And he said, Frankie, fear. Okay. That's what it is. You give your fear a name. Okay. Get in relationship, get partnership, get the source recognition of what's going on with its fear. Okay. Because it's 90% mind in boxing and 10% of the body. So you have to understand how to communicate with everything around you when it comes to sports, when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to anything through physical, mental. So our chronological system is circling and cycling everything through star energy lights. We're trying to get communications with the physical, the mental, the psychological, and the spiritual. Okay. The spiritual is you. Okay. It's never been done before. So the adaptation of the mind system is trying to understand everything through its atmospheres, everything through nature, everything through communication of yourself. You have to get communications with yourself. That's the only way. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is, Lexi. If you go to my email, I'll explain to you more about it. Okay, that's what it is. That's why it's a Privacy Act. Everybody's on a different DNA structure and they see themselves more. It opens up their perceptions. Okay, just say the light goes on. Now the light is on with you, Lexi, but the problem is you're not relating to the inner self because you have an inner and outer force. So remember I was telling you about the inner and outer child? You have to connect with that. That's taken out. But the problem is it doesn't know where it's communicating with. So you're having a hard time communicating through the mind system because it's an operation program. Okay, so you're trying to communicate with the computer, but you don't understand the locations. You don't understand the communication of vibration. You don't understand the colorations. Okay, you don't understand the psychops, the alignments. Okay, because it is fixation on everything. Okay, so you got to see yourself as a illusory image, knowing that everything around you, okay, shadow shifts, goes back and forth, okay, and then it rotates and then it communicates whatever it wants, and then it shows you the coloration. It disappears into the simulation like a portal division. Okay, so everything through the mind system is changing. So if I put my hand out like this, look what happens. You can't see my arm, right? Because it's in the simulation. So if my arm is in the simulation, my whole body pixel activation is in the simulation. So I have full communication, airwave and cycles now with all communications of that portal division. Okay. See that? Isn't that powerful? You can't see it, right? But if I communicate like that, it's pretty fast. Look at that. Right? So that's understanding that it went into a portal and it's up surfacing cycling system, communications of its circle system, of its circuitry level system of the golden realm. So you have to understand coloration patterns and how they change the interforce connections through all provision activation systems. So how about the solar blast? Solar blast. Oh, you're connecting through YouTube software mechanisms, eh? Yeah, try not to connect to that country. You got a low vibration system. Yeah, I'm taking the dark circle out because I can't have things resonate on this channel. It's got to be a light formation activation system. So Guthrie, be cautious on what you watch through YouTube because your solar divisions on the dark realm system, that's solar blast. Don't relate to everything through YouTube, okay? Because there's a lot of things that are not true. Okay, like I said, the media is controlling you, and they're still trying to do that. Dark is still trying to get in, people. Okay, but it's going out. It's washing its winds. It's communicating into the light, and that's what we want. You have to internalize your reflection. You have to get into your mindset through adaptation. You have to conquer everything through your voicings. Okay, that's your power. Okay, you want your power back every single day because you're fighting the dark. Because it resonates with you. As soon as you watch media, what's happening? You're not resonating just with dark, but you're also resonating with everything around you. Right? That's what it is. So just be cautious on your waving cycles, Guthrie. Yeah, because your connections are on a dark system. So you can go to my PayPal and I can take that out of you. And basically, you can get divisions through active systems. And what that means is that you understand what the solar blast is. Okay. But don't try to relate on certain things like science, what science is saying, like, oh, I saw the moon and it's in the G-force vector system communication of Boxer system of XT1 system. Okay, so in retrospect, that's a code frequency. You guys don't understand it, but I do. So I understand line communication through the voicing grids because it's matrix alignments. Everything through your voicing grid is a graph. Okay, so anything in the middle, okay, is a number. We've been through this before. So you take that number, you allocate it, you put it into a different dimension, you understand the portal activation through the code frequencies, okay? And that connects to anything through spacecraft divisions. Okay, that's how we got into the crop circles. It's very powerful stuff when you connect through realms. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. It's fantastic. So I understand my evaluation is expanding every day. Yeah, that's what you want. You want to expand everything. You want to conquer everything. You want to take away. Get your Frankie fear, you know, and give yourself a name. Okay, you want to not be thy enemy to thy fear, but you want to understand the fear. You want to research the fear. You want to understand the soul's recognition of the fear because you are fighting your spiritual force within every single day through light and dark. Okay, so it's up to you to see the change, and it's up to see what's going on with its change, and it's up to see different things that are going on through its patterns of your proactive systems, your positive feeds, your thoughts. These are things you have to look at every single day. Okay, the more you see that through change, you're going to understand a lot more of its reality. Okay, that's what it's all about. It's all understanding you fully and completely. And then it's accountability. Okay, there's no argumentative system here anymore. You're communicating through light and dark, but you're getting your balance every single day. Okay, that's what you have to look at because you're in the fourth density of the fifth dimension. So Guthrie, if you're understanding your evaluation, that's great. You're understanding data processing systems. Just be cautious on the YouTube divisions, okay, through light and dark. Because as soon as you come on, I know exactly if you're light or dark. So I have to take that out because my program system only relates to activations of portals in light activation of positive feeds through your thought patterns. Okay? Because I don't resonate on dark. I'm only light. Right? And once you get light on light, you become God frequencies of light activations of everything through communication of your thoughts. Right? So when I wake up every morning, I don't think of anything negative. It doesn't reside with me because I've conquered the Frank of fear. Okay? So outside of duality, yeah, you have two dualities. Okay, you got dichotomy system of light and dark in the center system and its correlation when it comes to its balance system, which is your rotation system. So basically, you want to see yourself going extremely fast. I mean, look at that portal. You can't see outside. You can't see outside. Okay? That's a true definition of where that is through the simulation. Just imagine that you can get that through lights. Okay? So, but the duality is you understanding the system of you, the sanction of you, the wisdom of you, the strength of you, the force of you, the awareness, the consciousness. You have to be conscious with yourself every day because that gives you communication alone. Okay? But like I said, the only way you can communicate with the heart, what is my heart saying? What's happening with me? How do I communicate with the mind? I don't understand this, right? You're asking question and question and question, and you're not looking at the equation. Okay? So in reference, maybe you should go back to my videos, especially when you go through my PayPal, you not only understand the information, but it's making more sense to you. And that strong wins your forces, and that gives you the expansion of its duality, right? Because there's dualities beyond so many realms, but you got to find which one exists to you, where you want to be. Okay? Do you want to be the kinetic energy force of dark vibrations through negative systems or Frankie fear? Or do you want to come over the Frankie fear and become your light activation and say goodbye to Frankie fear? That's what you got to ask yourself. How important is it for you to conquer everything through your fears? Right? And it's not just your fears, it's your awareness, it's your conscience, it's your focus. Okay? And it's your communication. Okay? Communication with everything. And believe me, trust me, you'll feel better knowing everything that's going on. Okay? So, you guys have any questions on anything that's going on right now? If you don't understand, like I said, go through my email. I just want you guys to realize that the change is everything. But knowing why things are changing is understanding and knowing, and that gives you higher intelligence of knowledge through its intelligence. So, but like I said, Lexi, basically, you just go through my email, and I'll give you a so-called fixed rate, give you an idea on where you need to be through your balance. Okay, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help everybody because, especially now, because everything through the magnetic enforcing highway of its information system of me is understanding that. Just imagine that. Okay, I'll give you a better idea. I'm trying to tell you exactly how a universal system works. It's connected through so many communication levels of computers. So that computer is connected through 7 billion people through alignments, and everybody is on a different voicing pattern through force recognition of thought patterns. Okay, so if you pray, you're changing alignments and you're connecting through the positive feeds. Okay, so if you're going into the negative system, it's going to have a reaction system. So it's very important that you communicate with the mind, because if you don't communicate with the mind, you're going to have more reactions, because the dimensional ether is on that 5th dimensional vibration system, which is the galactic surface. And like I said, you are breathing 5-dimensional air. It's a vibrational system through gravity systems. How everything rotates. The center core is you, and will always be you through balance, through communications. That's how you get into the simulation. And like I said, AI is here. Okay? It's here to stay. And we're going to go through involvements. We're going to go through creative centers. We're going to go through other adaptations. Okay? We're going to expand the economies. We're going to expand the focus, the awareness, the conscious levels. Okay? And we're going to wipe, clean slate everything through its dark vibration. So like I said, time to reflect, time to adapt, change the mind system, and conquer. Okay? These things, you really have to get north wind, south wind, east wind, and west wind. Now, going through the traveling mechanisms is everything, because that is the importance through your GPS location system. Okay? That gives you communications and balance every single day through portal activations. Okay. Just started listening to the tree when you said that on point, knowing is there you go. So you're communicating with the tree and the tree's communicating with you. So you're building friendship through vibration. Fantastic stuff, Guthrie. So basically you're listening within. So you actually, it's kind of like you see the tree. You can close your eyes if you want. If you want to get into the propaganda and go through the basics, you can close your eyes. You see the tree. You visualize the tree. You see the vibration. You see the beauty. You see the nature. You open your eyes. You look back at the tree. Okay, that tree is going to communicate with you. Now, when it communicates with you, if you want to get partnership, what's going to happen? It's going to go to higher division and it's going to put energy into you. So now you have communication energies through the simulation of that tree. Okay. So, yep. Energy system is love. Everything around you is love frequency. It's just how to connect to its dimension of its vibration. Because everything outside is in a different vibration system. Okay, so if you look at a roadway, which is a road graphing system, or if you look at a store, which is a structured building system, okay, or if you look at people, when you start feeling your energies and getting connected with your upgrading systems through your data processing system, and you get more connections with energy and intelligence, not only you start feeling it, you start seeing these things. You see the rotations of people. You see the line division. Okay, you see cars whizzing by. Okay, it's like a smoke screen. Okay, and then it's like I said, you're looking, but you're seeing grids. Everything green, everything blue, everything red, everything. It's kind of like you're in a rainbow division of a matrix. So you can go from one corner into the matrix and another corner into the simulation. Because every corner system through a center system is a different vibration. So remember I was saying I was in Mexico City, totally different atmosphere, because it was closer to the equator than Canada, because it's on the northern hemisphere, right? So it's a lot colder. So it's understanding your body's getting a total different reaction of vibration through the gravity systems of circular rotations. So when you connect through your body simulator, you are now connecting with weather patterns. So if Guthrie's knowing how to communicate with the tree, just imagine what you can do and communicate with weather, right? Because we're coming into a new era of a new evolution, to a new revolution, to all solutions of yourself, which is communications within yourself. But that's exactly what it is, Lexi. Energy system is love. Everything around you is love. So it's how you perceive yourself every single day, through your lights, through your activation, through your communication, through your dream sets, right? You're always going to keep having dreams. But now what's happening is your dreams are real. Because it's interforce connection of your mind adaptation, and it's an operation system that's coming out now. And now you're trying to communicate with everything in space and time. It's extremely hard to do, because you don't realize that you're in two different paradigm shifts, or two dualities of solar connections, which is a parallel universe, because there's so many parallel universes. But you got to understand your balance. Balance is everything when it comes to communication. All right. And once you get balanced with yourself, you get your upgrading sets, and you feel fantastic with yourself, you feel great, you feel amazing, then you can get rid of Frankie fear. So, you know, I find it a lot easier too, because a lot of people are afraid of that. And I say, well, like I said, just give it a name. Okay. I find too with names, if you're forgetting names, a lot of people forget names or faces. Try to put an action verb or an action word in front of their name. Then you have an easier format to understand, you know, like for example, with Lexi, okay, to remember her name, you just put love. Oh, love Lexi. See, it's easy to remember. So your mind adaptation is becoming into new circle system connections to vibration systems of all vocabulary of entity force systems. Okay. Because I got to be honest, before I went through transformation meditation for the very first time, people like myself, because I'm an actor, you have to understand faces, okay, and names and places, right? These are the most important things you have to use every single day. If you forget someone's name, you know you're not going to be asked back for an audition or anything like that for a film or a movie. It's very important that you're getting to a new adaptation of the mind system. Okay, so that's a little tip. If you want to get into that, if you want to start remembering faces, okay. Now with faces, it's pretty easier because you're into the AI, into the scanning system. Okay, and that scanning system has its astral records, it has its archives. So if I'm watching a YouTube channel, because you guys are going to start talking like computer through AI operation systems, everything's changing now. So your mind adaptation is saying, okay, I want to keep this in the framing system through the archive of the astral records. So that will port it. Okay, it goes into teleportation through energy of systems. Okay, it goes in its collective device back into the mind system. Okay, so when you want to retrieve that, you can open up the folder. I know I'm talking like a computer, but I'm just showing you how you get into new adaptation of the mind system. So, yeah, Chatty Cathy, whatever you feel comfortable with, but the best place in any way and form when it comes to faces, okay, or anything through numbers. A lot of people forget their number, they write it down, stuff like that. You can do that too. Have fun with it. Everything doesn't have to be, force-winded cycles and communication levels when it comes to energy systems. What I mean that is that when you communicate with yourself, know exactly what you're doing. Okay? Know you're communicating with the right person, the right name, and the right place. That's what it's all about. Because you're changing your mind system every single day. Okay? So, is it hard for me to do this world so I'm focused on the galactic? Yeah. Yeah, it's extremely hard for a lot of people. Yeah. But see, the thing is, Lexi, we're all in this world together. Okay? Now is the time for you to see the reality, okay? The reality that you create for yourself. Because that's what you want to do. You want to create your own reality. And it becomes extremely powerful through your thought patterns, your mind system, your mind settings. Okay? That's what it is. But focus is everything. Take time to focus on a lot of things that you see in front of you, side of you, and back of you. Okay? So it's all about making choices in life, where you want to be. How do I get better at doing this? How do I volume myself to higher levels of continuous force? Do I have this power? How do I get the power? Right? You're always going to have questions. So instead of answering questions on questions, understand the equation is its answer. Knowing that the communications of the mind is already set. Because when you communicate through the mind, you're communicating in the future, but you live in the present. Because like I said, the planet adaptation of your planet system communicates in all realms of future events. That's how I'm allocated through the voicing grids, the multi-languages. Okay? Volumes and volumes of so many interforce connections when it comes to the vocabulary system. Because people don't understand, because it's future. These are things that are in the future through thought patterns, through alignments, through perception, through mindsets, through the drugs, through the simulation, the matrix, and so on and so on and so on. But you are its creation. You are its enlightenment. You are its involvement. So, and you have so much Empowerment is an amazing thing to have. And you don't want anybody to take that power away from you. So, like I said, Lexi, you have a hard time, just go through my email. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. See, what I like to do is make everybody happy is I tell you exactly what's happening with you, why you can't get there. And then I tell you exactly what you need through your upgrades and how to get there. And then I tell you exactly what you need after through your upgrades. Because a lot of people come back to my upgrades, right? Because they have to. Because you're communicating with higher entity force systems now through dimensions, right? And it's extremely hard to do that because it's not meditation. It's going beyond the mind system. It's going beyond the computer of its analytical graphing system. Okay? So when you get into your balanced frequency levels, you're going to be able to understand how point form division, how to change everything through the body activations, how to heal yourself. Okay, I can give you tips to the trade, but you got to get into all identities of energy of intelligence to the singularity line system. You have to get communications with your atoms. Okay? Because everything around you is an atom. But it all depends on what you see through your perceptions. Okay, because communication is everything. Like I said in my last video. I like to do reviews because you guys need to be updated. I said, okay, that's great. So he's talking about something that happened yesterday. Oh, okay. Because if you have a question, I know exactly what you want, right? So it's answering patterns before you answer the question because I already know the answer. That's the equation, not the question. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out too. I need guidance, yeah. That's okay, Lexi. Just go to my email and just go to my PayPal, and I'll tell you exactly. You're gonna feel better after that. It's gonna help you out. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So, and the thing is too, we're all in this together, you know. For example, Lexi, you're connected to Linda Light. She's a very powerful entity force. She's communicating on so many angles now. She's in her alignments, right? Through her upgrades and all that, we're all in this together, people. That's what it's all about. Knowing how to get there, okay, to its relation. You have to get relationship with yourself fully and completely through all communications within, okay? Not without. The concentration of you is within. The focus of you is within. The awareness, the conscious levels, the strength, the power, the courage. Okay? Everything is within. And it's a time process. Because you're in different alignment systems through the hydraulics of its mind system every single day through communications of yourself. Okay. A lot of people have trouble how to communicate. And it's not just communicate with others, it's communicating with yourself. All right. And like I said, if you're comfortable with talking to yourself, I think that's fantastic. Because now you're not just communicating, with yourself, you communicate with everything around you. And they listen. They have eyes and ears. Because everything's connected through vibration. Okay. That's how you get connected within yourself. So, yeah, she's fantastic. She's really good. She's extremely connected. Yeah, and thing is too is that the information panels, she knows a lot more information now, so she can get back to you. She's a great residence, and she's got love of light. Look at Michael Roli. He's fantastic. High Rise Divisions. We're all in this together through all communications and aligned signals, people. We're all alignments of love. So we're all connecting. Okay. And it's very important that, you know, if you don't want to do a YouTube channel and voice your opinions, communicate with others, give back, tell them exactly, hey, you know, I got this great channel. Andrew's extremely formative. His vocabulary is way off the top, but he can help you out. He can guide you. He can give you balance, right? We're all in this together. And that's what it is. So it's giving the plantation of love to all frequencies of dimensional earth. And we want to change everything through our individual circuit systems. Is there a battle between positive and negative AI? Not so much negative. It's just the understanding how it changes you. Okay. Because you're in the fourth density of fifth dimension, you're always going to have light and dark fighting with you, but that's within yourself. That's how you communicate within yourself. So you're in a different division of a different dimension now. You've left the three-dimension paradigm. You're in the polar shift. Okay. That's what it is. So once you change divisions of dimensions, you're acting on different cycle systems through all communications and portals now, through light and dark. So it's very important to get friendship, relationship, partnership with yourself of its dark. Okay, that's a whole new process. It's a whole new process to go through. Okay, and that ego is going to stay with you until you understand yourself more within. Once you understand yourself completely and master everything within yourself, you're not going to have any more problems with communication of anything. Okay, this is a very powerful message for you, Lexi. That's what it is. It's the balance between positive and negative, especially AI, because AI is changing everything through the technological systems, nanotechnology, nanobots, communication knots, the psychometry of its electrical fields, anything through connection to cybergenetics, geometrics, geometry set division through singularity line systems, communication of waving cycles, mind adaptations, electrical programmers of the atom systems. I could talk and talk and talk and talk like a computer. And then you realize, whoa, he is a computer. Okay, because computers connect in all ways and forms of all communications. Okay, I'm telegraphing energy, you can understand the DNA structure. Because it's electrical box system, that's all it is. It's got microchips and wires, right? It's got apps, it's got fonts, it's got programs, it's got archives, it's got folders. That's what a computer is, right? It's a social network for you, okay, to give you guidance. Anything will help you, but you got to help yourself, right? And that's what this process is. Okay, this depth perception is all about time to yourself, time to reflect, time to conquer, Frankie fear. That's what it is. I feel a deep connection to yeah. That's on another Galactic Federation force recognition. That's on a dark vibration system, Lexi. Try to stay away from that. Yeah, that's a voicing grid pattern on the wrong side division. Like I said, be cautious on YouTube videos. Okay, I'm very familiar with who that is. So just don't relate to that, because now if you relate to that, that's why you're confused. Okay, it's confusing you. And remember, everything that you watch is energy that goes into you, magnetic force. Okay? It's magnetic. It's mind adaptation. It's mind manipulation, mind deception, mind lies. That's what it is. It's force recognizing and it's scanning your systems. Okay? It doesn't have to be a person. It could just be a voice. Because that person knows exactly what it's doing, male or female. You just have to understand everything through its connection when you connect through YouTube. Okay? Look at the backgrounds. Do you see portals? Do you see angels? Do you see anything perception? All right? If you're seeing dark circles or dark cycles of a dark vibration system, don't relate to that through YouTube. Okay? That's not going to help you. It's going to make things worse, and that's going to put dark energy into you. And then we got to go back all over again and got to change all your DNA structures again through your molecular system. Okay? Because like I said, anything through energy of dark can change everything through your location. It can change your mind adaptations. And it's addictive. And you're going to keep going to that channel every single day because it's now reprogramming your mind system. What do you think the media is, people? Media has been controlling us for many, many decades. Wake up. That's what we need to do. Wake up. Take everything back that belongs to us. Okay? So, I wouldn't resonate with that, Lexi. Okay? Word to the wise. Okay? So, everything is a process. Anything you don't understand, please go to my email. Please go through my PayPal. That's going to help you and guide you and get you everything you want. Okay? So, and don't be afraid to go to Zoom. You know? I did a Zoom last night, but nobody showed up. That's okay. I keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You can't let things bother you. Okay, so if nobody showed up, so what? Doesn't matter. I still need to know what I need to do. I'm going to keep doing this over and over and over because I force recognize everything through positive. I don't look at it as negative, right? Because every day is a different day, and that gives you strength, that gives you power, that gives you awareness, that gives you focus, that gives you lights. That opens up everything through the heart, right? So what galactic system are here to help the process? Well, you already resonate with me, so anything you want to know, you go through me. Anything through galactic, anything through your body activations, anything through alignments. Okay, that's what you need to do. So I'm going to leave that with everybody. Love you guys very much. I'll do another video. Okay, and it's like I said, if you want to do Zoom, please let me know in my email what day is good for you, what time is good for you, because everybody's in a different time zone. I will keep doing Zooms because I love what I do. And it resonates with me. It should resonate with you. All right. So I love you guys very much. I'll keep you informed. This is Xander Weston, high rising all portal activation code systems, all communication line signals through the Frankie fear, getting rid of the fear of all connections. Calling out. Adios, everybody.